guys, welcome back to Boozerevooze in black and white. I'm Demeko. This is Bayne. We are doing another Scotch episode tonight. This has been a big whiskey night for us.
It's been a very long whiskey night for us.
Yes, it has been. We are going to break open the Laphroaig 10-year. This is a single malt Islay, or island. Extremely peaty and smoky. This is not a Scotch for the faint of heart. Do not be cruel and serve this to your friends that are entry-level Scotch drinkers. They will never want to drink Scotch again, which will be a bad thing, believe it or not.
This is for your connoisseurs out there.
This is for people that know what kind of Scotch or whiskeys they like. The heavier, fuller body, full smoky, full peat, a little bit of sweetness. Yeah.
If you can find the sweetness.
If you can find this very, very faint sweetness.
So what do you like peaty Scotches? Is that something you look for?
I do, but again, like most of my whiskeys and most of everything I drink, for me there's a time and place for everything. If I'm going to drink Laphroaig or Laphroaig or, you know, those Kiowa, big, massive, in-your-face Scotches, I prefer with barbecue. And I've had people actually use a little Laphroaig as a marinade, pour it over in their meat as a marinade, just for 20 minutes or so, and then grill it. It's fantastic. But bonfires, you know, just hanging out, you know, I got a lot of friends that, you know, like to do bonfires and stuff. Some people smoke cigars, some don't. I personally don't. But
yeah, I was going to say, this would be
flavor.
one of the perfect Scotches for that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. If you can handle it.
Yeah.
On the nose, campfire. Just charred embers after a fireplace or a campfire or whatever.
You know, I'm definitely one of those guys who picks up on that iodine.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing for me. I'm getting that heavy. I'm getting that in spades on this.
For sure.
You get the chemical action.
Yep.
And again, it's not one of those things for entry level.
It's
Scotch
not.
drinkers, not at all.
Not. The way they get these so smoky in certain areas of Scotland, especially the Islay, there aren't very many trees. So when they go to germinate the barley to trick it into regrowing itself, they have to stop it before it eats itself. It eats its own sugars, and the plant basically, you know, goes away. They have to stop it, and one way they do that is to dry it, to heat it up to dry it. Well, if there isn't much wood, so they go out to these peat bogs, and they cut out these logs of peat moss, dry those out, and then use those as logs for the flame to feed the fuel. As fuel to feed the flame. Jeez, it's been a real long night.
Long night, yeah, definitely.
But in return, that smoky peatiness is absorbed by the drying grains, and it permeates it. And when they go to distill, it stays with it.
Definitely.
And it is unbelievably good. I like it. Some of you, I can tell you, even some serious whiskey drinkers can't take it.
Yeah, we've seen some sour faces. That's for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. Actually, one of the seminar we just did, it was actually a couple of people who were like, no, I'll pass on this one. I know what this one is.
They knew what it was.
Yeah. So definitely an interesting nose. There's a lot going on here. Different chemical action. Yeah, definitely with like the tar, the iodine. You know,
a little bit of pork fat, a little bit of like bacon-y.
Yeah.
Very,
bacon
very
on the line,
smoky.
Man.
I mean,
definitely.
For you chefs out there, if you've ever used liquid smoke, you know, smoky, artificial smoke in a bottle, that's what this smells like for sure. In fact, sometimes when I'm cooking like chili and stuff like that, I'll use a dash of this instead of liquid smoke, just because I can.
Now, as far as my history goes for drinking scotches, I haven't had too many scotches that get this peaty. This is probably one of the most peatiest scotches that I've had.
This is probably number 2.
Number 2.
That's produced. So
okay.
I believe, is it Kiowa that's number 1? Maybe there's another one. Ardbeg. Is it Ardbeg? I gotta check that out.
Look that up.
I forget which one is
if
number
you guys
1.
know,
This is number 2. Laphroaig or Laphroaig is number 3.
Yeah. That one I have had too, and that is completely different. A lot less smoky. This is on a whole nother level.
It's unreal. I like it.
Yeah. Here we go.
I like to drink it straight to an extent. Sometimes it gets a bit much, especially, you know, in the summertime. It's nice out. You know, I want to savor the moment, if you will. I'll add a splash or 2 of water.
Yeah, don't be afraid to add water on this one. We understand. It starts off nice. Definitely towards the middle, you're getting a lot of the action coming through. A lot of the chemical, a little bit of burn. But always on the first hit, I'm getting that. So I'm going to give it another try on that. Smooths out towards the finish. You still get that smokiness hanging on a bit. A little bit of that campfire. Yeah, it's not that bad. For being number 2 overall, I was, you know, expecting a little bit more as far as, I don't know, maybe my palate's getting used to stuff like this, but, I don't know.
Yeah. I think this is perfect now. I did add about equal parts water to scotch. This is one that I definitely would not frown upon if you dropped a couple of ice cubes in it. Bring the temperature down a little bit more. It's up to you, like I said, you know, try it, play with it, experiment with it for sure. Get a few buddies together, maybe 3 or 4 of you guys, and sit and experiment with a bottle. You're probably looking at 40, 50 bucks, so, you know, 10, 12 bucks a piece. You could score a bottle with this easily and really kind of play with it. If I was going to pair this, definitely some extra sharp cheddar, some really good cheese though. Go to a cheesemonger or cheese shop that really knows what they're doing. If you're in Wisconsin, you will have no problems finding that. Minnesota as well. But seriously, look for a good cheese and not just going to a whatever grocery store, grabbing your mass-produced whatever. Get some good cheese. It'll cost you a little bit of money, but you know, if you're going to be serving it with a $40, $50 bottle of spirits, it should be good.
Definitely.
And it definitely will help you reap the reward later.
Yeah, I definitely would pair this with something a little bit heavier as far as cheese goes. Blue cheese, bring it on.
Yep.
Bring it on. I need something that's going to stand up to this.
Some serious tang.
Definitely. I think that would pair very nicely.
See,
even some goat cheese might be nice too on the more the elegant. Yeah.
The creaminess will definitely cut some of that smokiness out.
Yeah, and this actually does cream up a little bit. So.
Did you put water in?
I did pour a little bit now, so I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what mood I'm in to want to rate this.
This is gonna be a hard one to rate.
I generally don't like to rate the whiskey after the water, but you know, sometimes you have to. This one I will go from just straight out of the bottle, just so you guys are a little more clear in understanding what I'm talking about. But after I put the water in it, the sweetness content went through the roof. I mean, it's a lot sweeter, but it's smoky still.
Yeah, but it's very easy going.
Oh, for sure.
Very easy going.
For sure,
down.
it's relaxed a lot.
Definitely.
Definitely opened up a bit. If you guys are adding water to your whiskeys, though, add it in there and let it sit for a while. Give it time to mingle and get to know each other. Swirl it around a little bit. Play with it a little bit. Give it a couple, 2-3 minutes at least, and then start to try to enjoy that and see what you like. You can add a little more water as you go along. You know, kind of play with that and experiment with it. But straight out of the bottle, I've had it, as you can see, a lot. So I feel comfortable in just rating it just like this. I would give this one, I give it the Laphroaig 10-year, 91 points.
Nice. Yeah, I like what they're doing here. I'm not much of a peaty guy myself, but I mean this bottle right here, it just screams Scotland, doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
bright green. Loving that. Even without the water, you're talking about a different style. I know you guys out there like your Highlands, like your Lowlands, but checking out this Laphroaig here, I mean, it's going to bring you to a whole new level. Being number 2 as far as the peatiness goes, peatiness scale, I've walked through the fire, and I'm perfectly fine. I'm sure you will be fine. But
you've had an awful lot of scotches too, so
right.
Don't just run out and buy this. You know,
for sure.
while you're still wet behind the ears. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Work your way up. Talk to your whiskey vendor or liquor store owners, whatever, whiskey buyers. Well, they can help you with that.
I mean, there's a couple out there too. Like, was it the Black Bottle?
Black Bottle is
kind of a nicer
blend.
entry level. The Macallans that we saw.
Macallans don't typically get that smoky.
Yeah, that is probably the most entry level that I've had as far as a peatiness goes.
I would probably say Boozerevooze.
Yeah.
It starts with a B and there's just a shitload of letters after it. An old man on you can't miss it.
Yeah.
But that's a smokier, peatier style of scotch. There's a lot of them. I mean, seriously, you guys, leave some comments on our channel, and there's tons of whiskey guys that visit our channel that would, if we can't get a clear answer to you, they would definitely be more than willing to help, I'm sure. So if you guys are watching, definitely leave your guys' input and answer, help us answer some of these comments and questions. Boy.
Well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this 89.
Cool.
Yeah.
There we go.
I like it. If you like that sort of thing, definitely check this one out. Otherwise, yeah, again, there's more out there for you. Before we go, I got to make sure you guys know that we're still doing the subscriber-thon.
Oh, God.
As you can tell, I don't know if you've watched the past couple episodes, but there was an episode where I promised to not shave, I guess, until we get 50 subscribers. Not quite there yet. I know that these videos are being posted periodically throughout the month here, so our timing is a little bit off, but please, if you could subscribe, because that's awesome. We'd love that. You know, we like you guys watching us. We want to hear your feedback, and I'm just asking you, please do it so I can shave. It'd be really great. And I know he doesn't want me to, you know, but whatever. Do it if you want.
Definitely. If you don't want to subscribe, at least like us on Facebook. That way we can interact a little more. Yeah, if you guys want to see his beard get down to Harry and the Henderson status, definitely make him suffer. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. All right, question of the day. Do you have one?
Nope.
Okay. Question of the day for you guys out there. I got to think about this for a second. I had something in my head. If you have had a peated Scotch that you've really enjoyed that we didn't mention today, I want you guys to let us know what that is. We're going to tally up if a whole bunch of you vote for a particular one. We're going to try to find that one, and we'll taste it here on the show. So, question of the day. What's your favorite one other than what we've been talking about? As always, we'll see you around. Peace!